Hello everyone, this is Van. Happy Valentine's Day and a prosperous Lunar New Year, okay, in advance. So let's take a look at this question posted by one of the members that, okay, let me go on here to zoom in first. Okay, this is the question. In a match, each win of the game allows the winner to move forward by 3 steps. The loser moves backward by 1 step. Alex played 50 times of the game with Mandy and crossed the finishing line first. There were 94 steps between the starting line and the finishing line. How many times did Alex win the game? Okay, so what kind of question do you think this is? This sounds like some Math Olympiad games questions. Well, not really so. This is an assumption. Why is this an assumption? Because there are two types of variables here, the win and the loss. And we have a difference, we know the distinct difference between the win and the loss. A win will move you forward by 3 steps, and a loss will move you backwards by 1 step. Okay, so, and then, what else do we have? We have the number of times that the games were played, 50. Right? And then we have another condition, 94 steps, that pertain to the difference of these 2 variables that we talked about just now. So this is you can use assumption method on this type of question. So if I were to do that, all right, so how many times did Alex win the game? So what would you usually do? Students are always asked, okay, we find the opposite of the other. That means we will start off with assuming that all the games, that he lost all the games. And in this case, I wouldn't advise so because of the negative value that we need to operate on. So let's assume that he win all the games, all right? Because, New Year, I want to win. All right, so assuming that Alex, win all the 50 games, how many steps would he have taken? Oh, again, in this case, we just imagine that there were more steps leading to somewhere, right? So he would have gained a total of 150 steps. Okay, so this is where he would be if we win all the game. But we know that, in fact, he did not. He only, or there were only 94 steps, right? So we have to move him all the way to 94. Okay, so how are you going to move that? Now, we have satisfied the first condition. That is, we know that we have assumed that 50 games, he played all the 50 games and he won all of them. Right, so now we need to satisfy the next condition, that is the 94 steps. So when we do that, we have to replace a win with a loss, right? There is no way I can satisfy the 50 times if I don't do that, when I don't think in terms of a replacement. Okay, so this is the first, we need to find a gap. We need to close this gap because there were only 94 steps instead of 150, right? So, okay, what do we do? The next thing is to consider the effect of replacing 1 win with 1 loss. This step is where a lot of students will make the mistake. And I can't blame them because of the word that we use at times. For parents, you may have think, oh yeah, we talk about the difference. Since we find a big difference, then now we're trying to find a small difference, or find a gap and then find a difference. You see the word used? Difference. And what does the word difference remind you of? Subtraction, isn't it? Whereas in this case, is it really that of the subtraction? It's not. So you can see that if we rephrase our word with the use of the correct word or the more appropriate word, you can actually reduce a lot of ambiguity here. Right, so now I will replace it with the effect. And when you do that, you're actually seeing things that cause an effect. And in fact, this is actually training you to consider all options. All right, so moving forward. Now, what is the effect of replacing 1 win with 1 loss? So again, I would like to take a pause here and let's hypothetically say that, okay, Alex had completed 10 steps. If the next steps or the next game he win, he would have 3 points and he will move forward again. And now there are 13 steps. Okay? But if he lost, he'll be going backwards 1 step, he'll be 9. Alright, so as you can see now, the difference, you see I use the word difference again. So what is the this impact or the effect when you replace a win with a loss? So win will be what? 13 steps, and the loss will be 9 steps. So the impact is actually 4. Do you see? We already assumed that he won all the games. So meaning to say that we already assumed that he was at this so-called 13 steps, when in fact he was supposed to be 9 steps. Right? So the effect of replacing a win with a loss is 4. Okay? So if this is 4, then how many times? That means every time I do the replacement, the total number of steps would drop by 4. And remember just now, how many steps in total must we reduce so that Alex would achieve the desired state of 94 steps? We have reworked it out, 56. And we've known that every time I do that, it dropped by 4. So how many times do I have to do that? Right, I have to do it 14 times. Okay, 14 times. So it's as good as saying that there are 14 losses in this game for Alex. If there are 14 losses, well, the number of wins will be simple because there will be 36. So, and then you can do a check. 36 times 3 minus, since 14 losses, 14 times 1. That will give you the answer, 94. So, 36 win in this game. Right, so if you have any issue, any questions, please comment. But members, please refrain from any advertisement because I'll remove the post and and ban you from this group. Alright? And happy Valentine's Day again and a prosperous Lunar New Year. See you again. Goodbye.